everybody, it's Cheyenne and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a Q&A and then I have a really fun surprise for you guys at the end of this video, so stick around. But first, I'm going to be going through some comments and just answering some questions like I've done in the past. So the very first comment that I found is this one here, and it says, "Hi, I got a question. Is there any specific subjects that we have to study in high school to become a dental assistant?" There really aren't any specific subjects in high school that you need to study. I, for one, in high school did not even know that I wanted to be a dental assistant. It's something that happened years after being out of high school. I'm trying to think if there's any that I could suggest, but not really. I know if you do want to get your associate's degree for dental assisting, if that is a requirement for whatever program that you want to join. Not all programs require that, but mine did. You take science classes, make sure your math classes are good and stuff like that, because you'll need those for your associate's degree. But there's not really anything in specific I can say would help you in becoming a dental assistant. Now, if you guys can think of any classes down below, don't be afraid to leave them comments and let this person know about some, but I can't really think of any that would work. I don't even know if I've ever even talked about how I decided that I wanted to be a dental assistant. When I was younger, I had ortho, I had braces, and I always thought it was kind of interesting, but I didn't really know until I was actually in college already. I was kind of just going to college. I was working at Subway as a manager, full time, but I felt like I wasn't really doing anything. So I just randomly decided to go to community college, and I was in there for about a year, and I was close to getting my associate's degree. And she was asking me, what my next steps were going to be, if I was going to transfer elsewhere or what I was going to do. And she happened just to have a dental assisting brochure like on her desk when she was speaking to me. And I looked at it and I was like, oh, it kind of made me remember my ortho days and how interesting I found ortho to be. So I originally went into dental assisting for ortho, but later finding out while in school that that's a whole other certification and it wasn't what I was getting in my program. So I could have gone out and got it. It's actually called an FOTA, and I have my EFTA. So it's just an orthodontic assistant certification. And I totally can go take the test, study, take the test, and then complete the checkoff list, which is something that I'm probably going to be working on next year. But yes, that's how I became a dental assistant. So high school, I don't really know. I don't know if there's any, classes that would make that more helpful or get you to learn things in particular for dental assisting. So here's another question. It says, "I just started dental school and I was wondering what specialty should I start for beginners? I'm nervous." Don't worry, everyone's nervous in school. I personally, unless you're going into a specialty like I want to learn this, most schools that you just get your basics. So you're going to get your radiology license, you're going to get your, dental assisting certificate. And depending on where you want to work, if you want to go to like pedo, which is children's dental assisting, if you want to dental assist, for a pedo office, that's not an extra certification. For oral surgery, you can get other certifications that you'd have to get outside of school. I think it's for, I forgot what it's called, but it's basically because they do sedation, and you have to monitor the patients and then you have to administer it. So you have to take a separate certification for that if you want to do oral surgery. And then there's like ortho, which like I talked about earlier, your FOTA. So you typically don't get those specialty certifications in like a basic dental assisting program. It's something that you're gonna have to go outside and get on your own. So I personally would just start with general dentistry. And even though some people disagree, I think clinics are a great learning experience because you see so many different kinds of patients and you get to do so much more. And a lot of time clinics have outside specialty dentists come in and do work like oral surgery, or they have periodontists, that do gum surgeries, or they have endodontists that do root canals. So you have people come in from the outside that sometimes you get a chance to assist with and see if you prefer that over just general dentistry. So I personally would just go into general dentistry, just so you can kind of get your feet wet, figure out your instruments, figure out the basics of being a dental assistant. And then if there's something that interests you more than others, like if you love root canals, you might want to go work for an endodontist. Or if you love extractions, you might want to go work for an oral surgeon. If you prefer children over adults, you might want to go to pedo office. There's so many other offices that you know, specialties or ortho, things that you could get into depending on what piques your interest. So this is a comment that I got on my story time working for the worst dentist in town. And I just want to say that I personally did not report this dentist. I was fresh out of school and I was just wanted to get out of there, but I do know that he's been reported many of times, and someone that I was working with at the time when I was leaving that office reported him. So don't worry, believe me, if you lived in my town, everyone knows who this guy is, and yeah, it's a thing here, so no worries. But yes, he's been reported many of times and talked to and everything else, so don't worry about that, Amber, I promise. This is another comment I had on a video, and this person just asked, is it hard to be a dental assistant? And yes, it is hard to be a dental assistant. There's many professions that are difficult, but it's hard. And if you're going into it thinking it's gonna be easy, or probably not the job for you because it's not easy. You're on your feet all day. You have to take direction from a lot of people. You work under, you know, a dentist and a hygienist, and you're doing tons of things for people all the time. And you're basically catering to patients and an office all day long, every day. It can be very stressful and it's a lot of work. But to me, it's very rewarding and I love doing it. And I think it just fits my personality type very well. You know, I like a clean environment, I'm organized, I like to get things done in like an orderly fashion. And for me, it just works my personality type. But yes, it is a very hard job, you know. But if you're passionate about it and you enjoy it, then you're gonna love it. But it's definitely not easy. It's hard on your body, it's hard mentally, it's tough, it's tough. Somebody asked, how does a working interview go? And I've made a video talking about, you know, how to get a job as a dental assistant, and I touched on working interviews a little bit. Now, when you apply to be a dental assistant somewhere, sometimes they're gonna have you do a working interview because we do work so directly, you know, with the dentist and the other staff in the office, but they wanna see if you're gonna be a good fit. Now, working interviews, they will tell you a date that you're gonna come in and you're gonna be a dental assistant in that office for the day usually, or if they tell you, a certain time frame, but you're just gonna be a dental assistant with them. You're gonna be assisting the dentist, you're gonna be doing sterile, you're gonna be cleaning the rooms, you're gonna be, socializing with the staff to make sure that it's a good fit for you and a good fit for them. I have tips for working interviews. I have done them. I've been the person, critiquing the person in a working interview, and I can just say, show up on time, early, don't ask about taking breaks, don't ask when you're gonna be able to leave for the day. Just plan the whole day of you being there for that working interview. Sometimes they are paid for, sometimes they aren't. Usually if they ask for your W-2 information, then you're gonna be paid for it. I have done one where I wasn't paid. It's an interview, you're working there to see if it's a good fit and to get that job. So take it very seriously. And I can say the worst thing to do is, which I just was with a girl a couple weeks ago that was doing a working interview, and it was like 11:30, and she's like, are these working interviews all day, or can I go home yet? And I was like, this is not something you usually want to say. It just looks like you're not available to help, and you should have planned that day. You're trying to make a good impression, and to me that's not making a good impression. But those are my tips for working interviews. That's how they go. Okay, so this comment says, actually don't have the comment in front of me, so I'm trying to remember, but I'll put it here. It just says, what are some tips for finding, I think, a good office for yourself, and like red flags to look out for, and making sure you find an office that's gonna suit you and where you're gonna be respected and it's gonna be somewhere that you wanna work. She asked that in a roundabout way, probably worded it a little bit differently. But like I just said, when I first got asked to do a working interview and I wasn't paid for it, I kind of was like, really? I'm gonna work all day and not get paid for it? But after I did it, and I've done it a few times, I think that is a great way to learn if you're gonna fit into an office. You can see how everyone works, works together. You're able to work with the dentist before actually accepting a position or being hired. You're able to talk to all the staff and make sure that you fit in there and your personalities match. see how they run the office, what you're really going to be responsible for, what you're not going to be responsible for. So I totally recommend working interviews. Even if they don't offer it, ask for it. Ask if you can do a working interview. Ask if you can shadow. Ask if you can come in for a day and just watch and see what the office is like. If you're really, really interested in a job and they're interested in you, they will love to have you there and observe. Red flags to look out for. It's tough because when you're in a working interview, of course, everyone's gonna be on their best behavior, but just see how the staff works together. See if there's a lot of communication. See if there's respect when, you know, the front office is talking to the back office staff. See how the hygienist and the dentist talks to the staff. See if it's more of a friend atmosphere or if it's really quiet. You know, if it's really quiet and there's not a lot of chatter, that could be a sign that, you know, everyone's not the happiest there. Definitely ask, you know, how long everyone's worked there for. If everyone that's worked there has only worked there for a short amount of time, that means that they go through staff easily, that there's like kind of like a revolving door. People are in and out. You know, if there's people that's been there for years and years and years, that's a good sign. Just things like that. Get to know people. Honestly, a dental office is mostly women. Women talk. They're going to let you know what's going on. And just kind of ask questions, feel it out, you know. And I think if there are any red signs, it will pop up quickly, or you'll feel some, you know, you won't feel comfortable there. But yeah, definitely don't be afraid to work for or ask for a working interview or even to shadow. You know, they will definitely will let you do that if you want to do that, and if they're truly interested in you as an employee, they will totally do that. All right, so on to the super fun part of this video. I am so thankful for all of my new subscribers, and I honestly, when I first started this YouTube channel a few years ago, I was making videos here and there, and I loved doing it. I was having a lot of fun, and to me, it honestly wasn't about the views, and I kind of thought about doing dental assisting videos, but I wasn't sure if it really would be interesting. But I've always wanted to, you know, teach. I have some teaching certifications, and that's something that I've always really, really enjoyed doing. And I love sharing, you know, my experiences and just trying to help people if I can. So these dental assisting videos are so much fun for me to make. And I am so appreciative that you guys are watching them and enjoying them and getting some help, you know, or education, whatever you guys are getting from these videos. I totally love it. So I wanted to do a giveaway for you guys, and my friend Morgan actually has an Instagram called Honey Tree Crafters, and I'm going to leave details down below of how to win this awesome cup that she made. Isn't it beautiful? It's like super sparkly, and it says plaque is whack, and it has a cute little tooth, some floss on it. Of course, this lid comes off, and there is an awesome metal straw. And then she also included another lid with it too if you don't want to use the straw. So I'm super excited. She made this for me, and I just thought it was so cute. I'm probably going to buy one from her because it's amazing. But like I said, I'm going to leave some details on the giveaway down below and how you can enter it. I just thought this cup was super cute because I know the holidays are coming up, so they're awesome to make for family members, you know, for anything. Co-workers. I'm definitely, like I said, gonna get one made because they're super, super cute. And she makes a ton of things. She makes like makeup holders. She can make like ring dishes. She makes like sippy cups, you know, coffee mugs, whatever you can think of. So I'm gonna link her Instagram down below and my Instagram, how to enter the giveaway. The giveaway is gonna end on Friday, and I'll be selecting a winner, and I will be mailing you this awesome cup. So yeah. Thank you guys so much for watching my videos. I truly, truly appreciate it. And I love you guys so much, and good luck in the giveaway. Bye guys.